Hey, good day, folks. Welcome to Answers Life. I hope everyone's doing great today. Well, I thought I would make this random video because I got some stuff on my mind and I just want to get it off my chest. It's about racism. So, yeah, it's about racism. And I just want to give you guys my 2 cents about how I feel about racism at this point. Yes, I know racism is alive and active in this country and in other countries. Yes, I know it exists. Yes, I realize that there's genuine victims of racism every day. I get all that. But I've gotten to the point where I don't care about racism anymore. I mean, it's not that I don't care about racism, it's that I don't care about racism. If I'm making any sense, I'm probably not. You're probably wondering what the hell am I even trying to say? Well, this is what I'm trying to say. I mean, I think, like for me, I'm not going to speak for nobody except for myself, but for me, uh, rather than zeroing in on who doesn't like me or on who is attempting to hold back resources from me, so to speak, rather than focusing on people who are doing those things, my attitude is I'm going to go where the resources are plentiful and I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to go to where people are willing to extend resources to me. And when I say resources, I'm talking about employment opportunities. I'm talking about uh, business opportunities. Like, for an example, somebody might want me to cut their yard. I'm talking. That's what I mean by when I talk about resources. That's what I'm talking about. So my attitude is, rather than focusing on, rather than worrying about people that aren't going to do this, and that, and the third for me, I'm going to deal with the people on the other side that are willing to provide me some resources to where I can take those resources. I can use those resources to leverage my life to where I can live a better life, to where I can have a decent retirement at some point. I'm going to deal with a group of people that are going to treat me with respect, that are going to treat me right. And although I'm very much a loner, although I'm very much an introvert, if I do have to collaborate with people outside of my job at any given point, I'm going to collaborate with people that have certain things in common with me. And what I mean by that is, and I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. I do not care about someone's skin complexion. I do not care about someone's race. I mean, to me, it's about the character of the person. To me, if I meet somebody that's of another ethnicity than myself and they, and we find that we're headed the same direction in life, we got similar goals in life, or if I meet someone that's already done what I'm wanting to do, best believe I'm gonna try to take some. Uh, I'm gonna try to take some knowledge away from that conversation. Best believe I'm gonna try to pick their brain to see what type of information that they have that I may have not known before. That's what I'm gonna do. Now, for those of you that have been watching me, I've been putting out a crap load of videos showing you guys different houses that I've been looking at. Hopefully, you guys enjoy those videos. Like I told you guys before, I do plan to buy one or maybe two properties for investment purposes. So right now, I've been looking at a crap load of houses to see if there's any that I want to purchase. To, And that's what I'm doing right now. I mean, at this point, I haven't made no decisions. I'm still looking at more houses, and there's going to even be some houses I'm going to look at here in Alabama. So that's where I'm at right now. But my goal is to purchase a minimum of one house. If I can afford to purchase two, that would be even better. Obviously, if I had a crap load of money, I would purchase 10. But right now, that's not a reality. So I'm going to have to cool my horses there a little bit. So yeah, my goal right now is to get into the real estate game. Make a little extra money on the side off of real estate, and eventually use real estate to uh, replace my 9 to 5. That at this point, that's my goal. So I'm gonna be a very busy individual. I'm gonna, you know, in fact, I've been working. In fact, I've taken on a temporary job. Now the assignment ends next week, but basically I've been working anywhere from 4 to up to even 8 hours in the evening on this job. So what I do is I go to my day job and I work my day job, and then I go to this other job and I work there for some days most of the time I might only do 4. Sometimes if I have a little bit more energy, I'll do 6. And I've been doing this for the last 5 days, give or take. And on my days off, I've been, going back and forth from here to Indiana looking at houses. So I've been very busy. So yeah, you know, I've been, uh, I've been seeing all these different videos about racism from all these different content creators. I don't have an issue with people discussing racism, because, like I said, unfortunately, it is a real thing that goes on in this country and other countries similar to this one. But like I said, for me personally, I have gotten to the point where I guess I got fatigue of having. I don't know what you would call it, man. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. And I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I get sick and tired of the conversation about race. Sometimes I get sick and tired of people talking about this one and that one doesn't like us. And then every other time I look up, you got this one and that one doing something bad to another person. I mean, I don't know. To me, it all gets ridiculous. I mean, anymore, you got black people that have their reasons to want to self segregate. You got white folks that have their reasons for wanting to self segregate. Some of them, of course, not all, but some. And I'm just to the point where, man, people are gonna be who people are gonna be. People are gonna like who they're gonna like. They're gonna dislike who they dislike. And like I said before, like I said a few days ago, when I made the video about how I felt about people self-segregating. I mean, at this point, I could care less. Even though I don't agree with it, at the same time, I could care less. Because like I said, and these principles that I'm discussing, really, it goes for all people as far as I'm concerned. Don't worry about people that don't like you. Don't worry about people that are not willing to provide you resources that you may need. Don't worry about those folks. Deal with the people over here that will treat you with respect, that will provide you resources that you need in order to live a better life, whatever that might look like to you. That's just how I look at it. I am not going to sit here and put a whole bunch of energy into worrying about who likes me, who doesn't like me, and who's prejudiced against me. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. Because, okay, so let's say I did spend time and energy learning who all the bad actors are, so to speak. Learning who, I mean, let's say I did know who was prejudiced and uh, who didn't like me, didn't like black people. Let's say I knew who every last person was who was like that. I mean, the question that I ask, the question that I would have to ask myself is exactly what benefit is that going to have for me? How is that going to in any way enrich my life? Is it going to put money in my pocket? Is it going to allow me to live a better life? Is it going to allow me to retire 10 plus years earlier? Is it going to, I mean, what exactly is it going to do for me? I mean, me knowing who likes me, who doesn't like me knowing about all the people out here who are bigots or racists, what good is it going to do me? I have come to the conclusion that it's not going to do me no good at all. So my attitude is now if I run into a situation to where I truly am a victim of racism or I truly am a victim of bigotry, I will deal with those situations as fits. That's just how I look at it. That's just how I look at it. But me personally, I'm not gonna self-segregate. I don't agree with that. I already told you guys that several times. I'm not gonna hate this one and that one. I'm not gonna worry about who likes me, who doesn't like me. My attitude is if anyone, you know, anyone who I deal with, if they treat me with respect, I treat them with respect right back. I'm not gonna worry about what so and so may say when I turn my back. I don't care. Obviously, if I didn't hear it, I didn't hear it. I don't care. And that's just how I feel about racism anymore. I am sick of it. I'm tired of it. I don't care. I mean, from here on out, the only color I really care about is the color of American currency. That's the only color I care about. And my attitude is rather than sitting around here and wasting time worrying about racism or bigotry, I'm going to take that time and that energy and I'm going to truly learn. Well, I'm going to continue to learn how to navigate the American economy. I'm going to continue to learn how money works, how I can take my money and leverage it to where it will 5x or 10x itself. I'm going to continue to learn ways that I can earn as much money as possible without having to continue to tear my body down. Those are the things that I'm going to be laser focused on from now on. And yes, I'm going to continue to think of things. Well, yes, I'm going to continue to also focus on how I desire to live the rest of my life. I mean, I already have a very healthy idea of what that may look like. I don't know exactly, but I got a very healthy idea. So with that being said, obviously that's going to require money. So therefore, I need to focus on ways to increase my income, ways to increase my wealth, ways to increase my wealth the smart way, so to speak. Now, at some point, I'm going to probably have to go back to working harder jobs so I can make better money, so I can turn around and acquire more resources. Do I want to do that? No, I don't. But I just feel that it's going to be necessary for me to do at least for a few years. So at some point, I'll probably be doing that. And even when I choose to travel, it's going to be more of a work traveling type of setup. Like if I go to, let's say, Arizona, I'm going to go there, I'm going to find a job, I'm going to try to find one that pays decent to where I can save a crap load of money. And then on my days off, I might explore anywhere within 5 hours of where I choose to live in Arizona whenever I go out there. I don't know when that's going to be. Alright, folks, that's all I got for you guys. I know I was kind of sort of all over the place on this video. I try to stay focused, but it is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you got something out of it. Stay blessed. And in closing, for anyone, especially for those of you that look like me, don't waste your life zeroing in on racism. The time and energy you spend zeroing in on racism is time and energy that you can spend on zeroing in on maybe learning a new skill, learning to navigate the American economy, learning to increase your income, learning to take the resources you have and leveraging those resources to where you can obtain more resources. I think, especially as black people, that's what we need to do more of. Because in the course of life, there's going to always be somebody that's going to dislike us for whatever reason. It could be a skin color. It could be our looks. It could be how we think. It could be because of where we live. It could be for a gazillion different reasons why somebody may like or dislike us. So my attitude is, don't worry about who doesn't like you. Don't worry about who's not going to do whatever for you. Deal with the people that are going to respect you, and deal with the people that are going to be willing to provide you some of the resources necessary for you to do what you got to do in your life. So stay blessed. I'll catch you guys on the next one.